and of course with leadership help from you guys, all that makes it, we're all rowing the canoe in the same direction. Is that right?
We are.
I mean, all the way from mayor all the way up to governor, we're all rowing in the same direction.
Well, let me thank you, and let me thank my friend who's always had my back. Thank you for having my back again, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
being here. I appreciate it. We'll have you back soon. All right, so don't run off, because when we come back, we're going to talk about what's going on this week in Pearl. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Mayor Wyndham, and I'm thrilled to show you the city creating its own future. Pearl is located in Rankin County, the fastest growing county in Mississippi, and there's no question why. Access to great schools, even better shopping, and unbridled beauty make Pearl a town that truly embodies its name. And with a truly exceptional team of first responders, public safety is another key component of our success. With fantastic housing opportunities from quaint suburban neighborhoods to gorgeous lakefront properties, there's a place for you here in Pearl. You can't beat the location. Right outside of Pearl is the crossroads of the South, where Interstate 20 meets Interstate 55. From here you can travel anywhere within the state or the country. Or you can choose to stay right here in Pearl or experience the small town atmosphere, community pride, and heart of the local residents.
Hi folks, welcome back into another edition of This Week in Pearl. I'm your host Frank Hutton, and that was a great conversation with Commissioner Simmons. So enjoyed him coming by today, and thank you again to Senator Pro Temp Dean Kirby, who was bringing him in today. Enjoyed that conversation with him. It was so cool getting to know him growing up and his life is growing up on a sharecropper farm. Just things that we take for granted today, but Commissioner Simmons being able to share that in his early childhood and then just all the amazing things that he's done. It was a fantastic conversation, and I want to thank Commissioner Simmons for taking some time out of his schedule to come by and see us today. All right, so what's going on this week in Pearl? Well, there's a lot. There's a lot happening. October 7th, I want you to mark that on your calendar. October 7th is National Night Out. Starts at 6 p.m.
All right, let's call this meeting to order.
Alderman Stovall. Alderman Williams. Alderman Dennis.
Here.
Alderman Broadwater.
Here.
Alderman Floyd.
Here.
Alderman Knight.
Here.
Alderman Foster.
All right. Alderman Knight, will you lead us in prayer?
Good Lord, we thank you for the day, Lord. We thank you for your blessings, Lord. We thank you, Lord, for sending your daughter, son, Jesus, Lord, who died on the cross for our sins, Lord, so that we might have life and have it more abundantly, Lord. We pray that you would just direct yourself in this meeting, Lord, that you would just help us to make the right decisions, Lord, that would lead the city to higher heights. Lord, we pray that you would just bless each and every one of us, Lord. Bless our police and our fire, all of our workers, Lord. Pray that you would just watch over us, Lord. Lead, guide, and direct us, Lord. We pray these blessings and others through your Son. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Alderman Foster is going to lead us in the pledge this evening. For the viewing audience at home, we have several acknowledgements this evening. We're going to start with Firefighter of the Month, Addison Newell, and I will have Chief Burks come up to speak about Addison.
So Addison came to us in 2022 via Richland, and he's been a great addition to us. Not only a good fireman, but just a humble guy. He's a great fellow. Made it through paramedic school, so he has that extra to offer to our citizens. We're glad to have him, and we see him staying around for a long time. So we appreciate Addison, appreciate the city making much of him. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Billy, you mind coming up and talking about James for us this evening, the work that he does for you at Auto Maintenance?
James is the warehouseman down the shop. He's responsible for ordering parts, keeping inventory. We were pretty lucky to get him because when that position come available, we just went word of mouth, just see, because you didn't want everybody coming in that just thinks, hey, I want that job. And it just so happened James, from another person, told him, and he had previously held the exact same position for Simpson County Sheriff's Department. So we were lucky to get somebody that was used to how it operates, knows, city government and stuff. So he's been a big asset to us.
Thank you, Billy.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate your work as well. Before we address the consent agenda tonight, I want to have Brad Robertson come up. We do have some items that he needs to handle. I think probably there's some questions we did not get to during the work session on the final plat of Shadow Ridge, and we're also accepting Richburg Estates as well. Brad, do you mind speaking to those two items?
Yes, Richburg Estates, like I say, they're ready for the city to accept it. Pickering's been out there, done all their inspections, everything meets city standards, so that's kind of where they ready to turn it over to the city on Richburg. Shadow Ridge is met, Pickering, we've been out there inspecting, Pickering, they meet all, met all the inspections. They have, 58 lots, right, Carl? 58 lots. Like I say, they're ready to start building in there. Like I say, they meet everything, our city ordinance as far as accepting the final plat. So.
Also, I want to share with the board, I spoke with Chris Ortez the other day with D.R. Horton, and he expressed to me, our square footage out there, they end up going to build houses that are 2,000 or better, what our minimum square footage, but at the time it was 1,800. But they're talking about building houses all the way up to 2,700 square feet in there. So we're going to have some, and Carl, you could add to this, you might know some of their, more of their game plan than I do, just because you're on the ground developing the area, but 2,000s, 2,400s to 2,700, they're going to have that mix throughout that particular section of Shadow Ridge, which would be good for the city.
And then just kind of give you a heads up on some of the comps and the hollows that are being built now. They have 11 that's, 1830. Then they start jumping up to 2017. They have 7. Then they have 2273 up to 2439 in there. So that's a pretty good sized home.
That's right.
Like
Y'all
I
have
say,
some questions for Brad on this?
Yeah. I mean, like I say, as far as when they go through there and they assess it, they're looking at adequate lighting. I mean, right now you have nothing in there. There's no trees in there. There's no, you know what I mean? So, it should be adequate lighting in there. That was their engineer that designed,
And Brennan do you mind speaking about the covenants that you reviewed as well that goes along with what the city voted on in the
Yes,
past?
that's right. Y'all put in the subdivision, because we're in the middle of the comp plan, right? And that started, y'all approved it, and they've added the conditions as y'all required. So that's in the covenants, and I believe Mandy uploaded those as well. So the covenants been, everything that's in the final plat approval process has been submitted, and checked off by Fred Pickering. They're not asking for anything additional, they're not asking for variances or setback, anything on that. It meets the zoning and is going to exceed it is what they're representing. Right? But they have included the covenant restriction that y'all put in place because we're in the middle of this comp plan.
Carl, what's the time frame when they start construction? Do you know? That up?
It'll be slow market-wise, you know, but I'd say they'll probably start sometime next season.
Any more questions for Brad, gentlemen?
What was the number?
Bill 58, 58.
Thank you, Brad.
No,
Appreciate it. Madam Clerk?
Approval of consent agenda items. All items under this heading will be considered to be approved with one motion and one vote. If further discussion is desired on any item, it will automatically be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered as a general business item.
Is there a motion to approve? Have one motion, have a second motion. Any further discussion, gentlemen? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. And before we adjourn, I just wanted to remind everyone in the room that we have National Night Out that's going on right here in front of the Pearl Community Room. So we've had a few minutes to go visit our first responders over there. They put this event together just to socialize with our community and have a better relationship. So with that being said, is there a motion to adjourn at this time? Second. Two motions on the floor. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. This meeting is adjourned.
Barbecue or hot pot or even doing both, we'll go over the steps with them to make sure they're fully aware on what to do when the soups come out, when the raw meats come out from the kitchen, how long they should be grilling. We'll adjust the temperature for both the soup broth and the grill, and making sure those meat, are cooked ready to be in.
So it's like hibachi, but
Well, yes. So we offer to cook for our guests first time, of course, right? Want to make sure they know how to use all the utensils, the grills, the temperature, and once they get the hang of it, I think our customers love to do the cooking themselves. Some might, like it a little rare, maybe a little medium. So it really depends, right? We'll leave that up to you guys, and yeah, as long as you guys are not eating any raw meats, we're comfortable with you guys doing all the cooking.
what else do we need to know? Anybody got any questions? What are your hours?
Hours? Okay, I'll pass it over to Lexi, and she'll go over the hours with you guys, all right?
Right, so our business hours from Sundays to Thursdays from 11:30 to 10, and then last seating is an hour, so at 9. And then Fridays, Saturdays, 11:30 to 11, and then last seating is an hour, so 10 is our last.
I think we're just really excited to
Yeah, we're excited to be here. We're excited.
I've got a few things that I want to cover today. First, I am Chris Chisholm, superintendent here at Pearl. I want to say welcome to everybody again to Pearl Junior High School. A few people I'd like to thank before we get started. I'd like to thank Dr. Philibar and his staff for helping get things ready today. We really appreciate that. Amanda Brewer, Miss Cindy Grantham, Susan Boyd, Amanda McCarty, Mr. Larry Nichols, and Mr. Graham for helping set up. This takes a lot of work to get all of this over here from central office and other places. So thank you so much for your work. Also, a big thank you to our board for always providing guidance, leadership, and funding for and making projects like this available for us and making it available for our kids as well. So our board members here, thank you so much for your leadership and guidance. A couple of things about the buildings in general and some of the things that you'll see today. In this building, you will see we have a PE classroom here that we're going to be using. There are also 4 classrooms down this hallway. This is really going to be turning into a tech building before this is over with, which is something that we're really pushing here in the district in general. In a couple of those classrooms on your tour down here, if you want to, I would suggest staying around to see some of the things that we've done. You will see some equipment that we've already purchased down here in the hallway. And in one of those classrooms, you're going to see a lot of technical equipment. You'll see confection printers, you'll see dot cutters, you'll see all kinds of different things, laser cutters, and a lot of different things that kids can get their hands on. So I'd love for you guys to walk around and see that. This building in total is around 11,600 square feet, and that's new space for us. And this falls in line with our goals as a district. And we really focus on the 4 E's. The first one is enlisted, enroll, and then employed. And our 4th E is experiences. So that's what we want to make sure at the junior high level that we're doing, is giving kids good experiences. So again, you will see that in the building and how we're going to be using that building moving forward. In the other building, this is something we are very proud of as well. I'm not sure if you've been around Pearl for many years. You know we had a lot of dead space that was under the old gym, and we've actually repurposed that. And it looks really, really neat and makes something usable for all our athletic programs. So you will see a new weight room, you'll see new locker rooms, you'll see a new meeting room. Most junior highs across the state don't have one of those. So we will be one of the only ones in the state to have one. So very, very proud of that. Again, you'll get to see new locker rooms and all the other things that we have there as well. So once again, I'm very thankful to our board, our mayor, our city, and the community for always providing the resources, not just to give to kids, not just resources, but also first-class resources. And I think that's important for our kids to have the best of the best. So we are so very thankful for everybody that's a part of this in any way, shape, or form. At this time, I will turn things over to our mayor, Jake Windham.
Thank you, Chris. It's good to see everybody today. I just want to say that these type of things don't just happen. It takes organization, it takes leadership, it takes persistence, and the willingness to keep trying to find ways to be innovative in order to provide these type of resources to our kids. So I just told Chris, I have to come through this facility a couple of months ago, probably about a month ago. We were presenting a Parks and Rec report in the gym. And when I was coming through, and I walked through the facility, it just kind of took my breath away because it was so amazing. It was great. It was a dungeon when I was here in '91. We had a weight room when we were all together, but we would have loved it. And so, we seeing that things have come so far, and the school board and its leadership through Mr. Chisholm just continues to provide just a great symbol of what this city is all about. We understand that the school district is our cornerstone. The city has built itself around it. We pride ourselves in trying to help the school district in each endeavor. It may be something small. I could hear from Richard, or I might hear from Michael on certain things, and we like to be a good partner. But today is a day of celebration. It's a day that we come together and just really thank God for providing the school district. So I'm very thankful for being a part of this today. And again, I just want to thank everybody for being here today. And I also want to thank leadership. It's not easy to continue to move forward and push and really have the grit to make sure that our citizens have facilities for their students and their kids. But it's just a great way to continue to provide this for not just for our city, but for our kids. So thank you very much. I'll turn it over to President Ford this time, Sato.
Thank you, Mayor. I kind of feel like we're at church. Everybody's in the back, like back row Baptist here. I just want to echo what two gentlemen before me have said. This just doesn't happen. And this was truly a labor of love because it was not an easy project. Our architects can tell you that it took a lot of planning, a lot of forethought, and we came together with what we feel like is something that is wonderful for our city.